Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Peter. In this video I'll be teaching you how I created this design. So the first thing is coming here to set your background. So this is the color 00352F. So come to this for your background option, come to color, click on this plus, click on this pencil, input this there 00352F. erase whatever is there before, just input this there. A check mark is going to appear somewhere around here. Make sure you click on it, click on OK, this, and you're good to go. So the next thing is there is this fingerprint. All you need to do is just come here and you give it any color of your choice, but the color I'll be giving it here is this particular color of this color code. Instead, this one is 009E51. The same way you change that of the background, that's how you'll be changing that of this. So then we'll now reduce the opacity to 30. So I have my model, which I intend to use. An image is placed there. I like it like this. So regardless of how you'll be using your own model. So I have another image which I've reduced, the Auchi Polytechnic. So the Auchi Polytechnic, I use Montserrat. Then I created the grid, move it somewhere around here to just guide every of my elements. None of my text and everything is not going to pass here. Everything I'll be bringing in is not going to pass here. But this Auchi Polytechnic is just, I'll just leave it there. And the model, make sure you click it back. The model is just going to be fixed in that direction. Let me just give you a breakdown of the design instead of creating a new one. I think that's better. So you can see that if I'm to do this professionally, I'll have to just now always make sure your designs are well aligned, because I'm just saying, especially with this name, this letter I is not supposed to going to pass that line. Also okay, so there's something I just observed. So I want to be able to move the name okay, yep, just the alignment is very important. So you can see everything the same. So this vote is this particular color, is this particular element. You just change the color to, let me just get rid of the color. Don't worry, forget the fact that it's appearing blurry, because it was. Now I could even use it like this, then you can just reduce the size, but then change the color to whatever you want to use it as. So the color I'm going to change it to is this one. This is the color code, is 7EEDO8. Right, that's what you'll be changing the color code to. So I'll get rid of this. So this fingerprint, I just decided to put it there. Use the color yellow, the one I got it from somewhere around here. It will be in your Pixellab. Then the name of the lady, she asked me to reduce it, make it small. Then I use Montserrat bold for the name of the lady. Then this AKA was a normal text. I used the background color as the color of the text. Then I decided to use this background, and I set the background to white. Then I gave it a left padding of 1. You can give it to 2. Then you can bottom padding. The reason I give it bottom padding and not top padding is because most times in Pixellab the bottom used to be well settled, while the top used to be settled, while the bottom used to be not settled. Now, like, you have more space in the bottom than the top. So in case if that's the case, for example, if I use like this, at times it may appear like this. If you notice the key, so that's how to just tamper with it. So once I'm done with that, I used a particular font for this, for the name. Instead of just bringing it, I just decided to be creative with it. I don't even know the font I used. You can use any font of your choice. I think I even like this on. I kind of like this one now. So UP 24. So I don't remember the name of the font I used, but you can use any font that is quite okay for you. You see this fingerprint I use, I actually reduce it. I don't want it to drag for attention. Reduce it and put it beside the name. Vote, just signifying you're going to use a thumbprint. I just decided to be creative with it. Then the Yopi, I made one big, then I reduced one small because it is Yopi. Then 2024. Now for this particular one, the font I used for this Yopi was not working well, so I had to give it a different font entirely. Now for this box, you can come to your shape, you just reduce the opacity, give it stroke about 3 or anyone. If it is too weighty, it is too much, you can reduce the stroke to about 2. Okay, so then if you just reuse it, then use 4 the same way. You can just copy this AK we used here, this AK, then just change the color, copy it, change the color to this. Okay, but change the background to this. That's how I did. You can see for the 4, then just use SUG president. You can make the font bold. The SUG is a capital, SUG in capital letters, then the vice president, in sentence case, that is the first one will be capital letter, the small one will be small letter. Then you create a box. Then after you create a box, type in whatever you want to type. If you'll be using this information, just put it there. So the next thing I used, aside the model's image, was you can use any of these elements. You have it here, you can put one here, you can reduce the other one, put one there, but just make sure it's not dragging for attention. So the next thing, you can just come to plus, come to draw, then click on this one, which is for the background, increase the blur, increase the pen size, then brush through here. Make sure you are putting it, just pass under. You can put it on, make sure it is on top of the lady's picture, on top of our own picture. Just make sure it is on top of our picture, or you can, once you've passed, I think it's okay like this. Yeah, then you can come here, apply any effect. You can see ID of the model lady is about 21. can give it about 5. Use this, then I'll give it color. Okay, so now I have this. I'm done with my design. I can now save it. I can save my design. So once I've done saving, I'll just go to Photoshop Express to enhance my design. Will I use depending on you. So one thing I always do is that once I've brought in my, it's coming too slow. Once I've brought in my elements, once I brought in my design, what I do is, the first thing I do is just, I will tamper with the texture. Yes, I'll come to adjustment. Make sure you're in adjustment. Come to adjustment, tamper with the texture. You can set it to about 30 or 25. Make sure it's not too much. Clarity too, you can give it 30. Sharpening 30. D is about 15 or 20. Make sure it's not too much. I'm not seeing many haze here. Then I give it green just to add noise to my design. I can give it 10 or 15. Then contrast if need, then about 10. I guess that's all. But because I'm having some this thing that is shouting, like this yop that is shouting, I would have loved to increase the saturation of this lady's picture. That if you want to increase, you have to go back to Pixellab and increase the saturation to about this. Yeah, you can give it about 5 or 10. Just make sure it's not shouty. Then once you're done, you just save your design. Alright, so that's all for this video. We'll see you in the next one. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel.